This is the HumminGuru Novo, a premium ultrasonic vinyl record cleaner, and it's packed with features that promise to change the way you clean your records forever. So whether you're an audiophile with an extensive collection or a casual listener just trying to keep up on your LPs and keeping them in tip-top shape, the Nova has a lot to offer. And today I'm going to review this unit in detail, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough on all of its quirks, its features, and let you know if this $700 US cleaner is worth your hard-earned money. So stay tuned. Okay, first up, let's talk about the design. The Nova is compact. It comes in at about 13 inches wide, 6 inches deep, and about 12 inches tall, and it weighs about 3.4 kilograms, which means that it's easy to tuck into your record shelf when it's not in use. It's finished in this, what they call a white sand color. It's clean, minimalistic design, and it's really a handsome piece. But it's not all about looks. There's a lot of functionality as well, such as this cover, which is also dubbed as a drying rack, which can hold up to 5 records. So when you're getting done your records and they come out, you can easily just slide them right here and let them finish drying. Another great feature of this is that you can also use this to queue up your records. So if you have a bunch of records that you're gonna have like a cleaning party on, you can go ahead and just get them lined up using this cover. Another great feature of the cover is that it can dub as a now playing rack by just simply laying your album cover right on top. I actually really love this feature for when I'm cleaning records. I never know where to put my album cover, and I tend to use my guest bathroom as my dedicated vinyl record cleaning room. So it's sometimes a little bit wet, etc. in there because people go in and out, maybe wash their hands, etc. And I never just want to leave the cover on the counter. So this gives me a nice dry place that holds the record cover, whether it's a single album, a gatefold, a trifold. It's pretty sturdy. I never have to worry about it not supporting the record. And to me, this is probably what I use the cover for the most. Okay, the real magic of the Novo though is what is inside. This little bad boy is essentially your personal vinyl record spa that comes with 4 modes. You have auto, washing, draining, and drying. The auto mode is your set and forget it option, while washing lets you customize your cleaning time between quick wash, deep wash, and the all new heavy wash, which is a 10-minute wash for those really grimy records. Now, if you're talking about really filthy records, and I'm talking about these garage sale, moldy, I wouldn't put it on my turntable if you paid me kind of records, this is where the HumminGuru I-Brush comes in. Now, this is a pre-cleaning tool with ultra soft velvet pads for wetting and drying your records, and you use it with the included cleaning fluid to knock off the major dirt before you even put the record into the Nova. Now, I have a bunch of records that I recently acquired from a couple record sales. I bought a couple collections, and I'm gonna be honest with you, some of those records, they're not the prettiest, and I'll be danged if I'm gonna go ahead and drop them right into my brand new ultrasonic cleaner without a pre-treatment. The I-Brush is the key, but just using a few minutes of a manual process and giving both sides kind of a pre-wipe, I am now ready. I knocked off the majority of the dirt and grime and just nastiness, and I'm ready to go ahead and drop that record in for its bath. Listen, the I-Brush is easy to use. It gives you peace of mind that your records won't be full of grime and slosh and all this other crap when they hit the ultrasonic clean. It's gonna give you a better record. And plus, it's gonna cut down on you needing to change out your water, which is a good thing because I'm lazy. Now, speaking of the ultrasonic cleaner, the thing that you really want to know about is that this new ultrasonic cleaner features a 40 kilohertz ultrasonic vibrations with a better power drive. They're calling it 2.0, which is essentially using 2 distinct power drive boards to power each transducer, so it optimized dual transducer stability and compatibility. Listen, folks, what the heck does that mean? It's just a fancy way of saying that it cleans deep into the grooves of your records, removing all of that dirt, dust, and fingerprints without that harsh scrubbing. And that's really all that matters. I've read comments where people say the 40 hertz cannot be power enough to clean your records. Let me tell you, as somebody who's used both generations of the HumminGuru, it is. This is very optimized. I've never had an issue cleaning a record. So I think the people making those comments, quite frankly, are folks that really haven't experienced or used one of these HumminGuru machines. The folks that have used them swear by them. And there's a reason why we do, is because they work and they're affordable. So let's go back to something else that's pretty new here. And this is where I think the Nova gets even more impressive. It uses something called a sweep frequency technique. Now you might be asking, what the heck is that and why do I care? So basically the transducers inside adjust their working frequency for maximum cavitation energy. This gives you a consistent and thorough cleaning. They're powerful but gentle. It's perfect for those older records that really need a deep clean, but they're a little thin and you don't want to beat them to death. This is perfect for that. So once the cleaning is done, the drying happens. And I gotta say, it's fast, thanks to the upgraded fan spinning at 9,000 RPMs. Just to check here, that's over 20% faster than the previous model, which had a slower 7,300 RPM fan. So that's a big upgrade. And it even has adjustable fan outlets. So when you use the rotating wheels for the 7, 10, and 12-inch records without adapters, you are also adjusting the fans as well to dry those records. And yes, you heard that right. There's no adapters needed for smaller records. And that is one of my favorite things of all, because I am lazy and I would always lose my adapters and I would spend 20 minutes just looking for my 7-inch adapter before I could clean my 7-inch record. Folks, they solved it. All you need to do is pop this little bad boy open and get it out of the way, which pivots nicely. And all you have to do is take this tool, pop it in here and turn. I'm at 12. Now I'm at 10. Now I'm at 7. Now I'm back at 12. It's that simple. Okay, continuing on about drying. You can choose between a 3-minute or a 6-minute drying time. If you choose the 1, it's a 3-minute cycle. And if you choose the 2, it's a 6-minute cycle. And here's another thing that has come up in my unboxing video, which I'll put a link in the description below, where I unpack the HumminGuru and we go through everything that's inside the box together. If that sounds fun, check out the video below. But in that video, some folks were commenting saying that they've heard comments that the HumminGuru doesn't dry records well. That is one of the complaints. Well, first off, I gotta tell you, I've cleaned over 2,000 records in the first model. I'm about 300, you heard that right, 300 records into this new Nova, and I haven't had one problem with a wet record coming out. All right, I do choose the auto 5-minute cleaning, and I do set mine onto the 6-minute drying time. So they're pretty much, set and forget settings for me. But most importantly, I use the small bottle, which is their cleaning fluid. Now, if you really want a fully dry record in 6 minutes, even in humid environments, they recommend a small bottle. And I gotta tell you, it works wonderfully. Ever since I started adding just 2 drops of the small bottle into the water, I've never had a record come out that was wet. I've just never had it. Maybe occasionally what happens is there's a little couple wetness here or something like that that maybe just kind of touches the record when you're pulling it out. I mean, that can happen, but that's more your fault, not the cleaner's fault. But even if you had wet records or you weren't using the small bottle, you have the drying rack, man. Where's the problem here? I just don't get it. I think it's a non-issue, and I think it's FUD out there, perhaps from people that don't have the machine trying to justify not buying the machine. Okay, so let's break down the pros and cons, because I do have a couple cons. You might be thinking it's all positive, but with any product, there's always pros and cons. I'm gonna start out with the pros. First thing I really love is the sturdier maintenance tool. I know that sounds silly, but this new maintenance tool feels more robust and durable compared to the previous model. And I'm not worried about breaking it because I broke so many of the first maintenance tools. I'd snap them all the time. This is a lot better. This seems to be sturdier. It's easier to get in, to clean the unit out. All you do is put like a microfiber towel and just go into the unit with your tool. It just goes in a lot smoother. There's not a lot of things that get hung up here, caught on, that can cause it to snap. I feel like this is a huge upgrade. This alone is going to save me money down the road. And I know that sounds silly, but as somebody who's cleaned a heck of a lot of records with the first generation, this is a big bonus for me. So is the next one, the visual countdown timer. Now, this is a surprisingly satisfying feature. I never knew it was going to be so useful, but it gives you a clear view of when the cleaning cycle will finish, allowing you to go about other tasks without consistently checking on the machine. I also love the new improved draining function on the Nova. This new draining mode just lets you drain the water at the touch of a button, making the process so much faster and less tedious, which is perfect for my lazy butt who just wants everything now with no effort at all. And I just don't have to wait anymore for the water to drain like in the older model, just saving time between cleaning cycles. It's a huge bonus. Thank you for adding that. The no adapters needed, I can't stress this enough. Their patented design with the adjustable rotating wheels that I showed you earlier just means no more fiddling with adapters for smaller records. And whether you're cleaning an 07, 10, or 12-inch records, you can just handle it all without worrying about where you store your record adapters. I cannot tell you how much time I've spent just hunting for those adapters. Okay, speaking of that rotation wheel, that new design of that adjustable wheel, man, it is awesome. It enables users to just kind of fine tune the position of the rotating wheels to accommodate LPs that have maybe some slight deviations in dimensions that may not be perfectly on dock on the wheels and consequently might not rotate as smooth as you would like it to. This adjustment eliminates the need to place that EVA sticker on the back of the wheel, pull the wheel out, put the wheel back in. For the people of the first generation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What a pain in the butt that was. It was functional, it worked. I didn't mind it when I had to do it, but now I don't have to do it. I just realized how much a pain in the butt it was. These new rotating wheels in the Nova have been redesigned. They're a lot more durable and they're non-replaceable. They're supposed to be meant to last the lifetime of the unit, which, thank you. Okay, so let's get into the cons. I mentioned it's not all roses. I'm gonna go over some of the things I don't like as much. The first thing is noise level. While the Nova is quieter than the previous model, it's still fairly loud. And you might want to consider cleaning your records in a different room or wearing ear protection when you are doing them. I have everything set up in the guest bathroom, which is right adjacent to this office. So it works out well for me, but definitely I wouldn't want to clean the records in the same room. The other con is what I would call cover rack marks. If you're using the cover as a drying rack and you're sliding in and out the records to the drying rack, if you're not careful and you scrape one of these rubber HumminGuru birds on your record, it could leave a surface abrasion. And I know this from a first-hand account. So just be careful sliding your records in and out if you're using them for that purpose. I almost prefer using it as a queuing because I don't have issues with drying. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll keep the records in the sleeve to keep that extra protection, and I'll queue up records for cleaning like that. Okay, so here is the big question. Is the Nova worth the $700 price tag? After all, the first model, the HD01, is $430, and that includes the 7 and 10-inch record adapters. So, what's the deal here? Well, the answer is it really depends on how much you care about the new features of the Nova. The Nova offers better cleaning power with the 10-minute heavy wash mode. You have faster drying with the 9,000 RPM fan. You have quieter operation and that patent adjustable wheel system, which means no more adapters, which equals no more hassle. Plus, it's compact, it's travel friendly. I actually took it with me recently on a trip where I went up north and I cleaned some records with me because I'm an idiot who will bring my record cleaner with me and forget my toiletries. Don't remind my wife. And this new unit also has thermal protection, so you don't have to worry about it overheating. So the question is it worth it? Well, if you're someone who's serious about maintaining your record collection, the HumminGuru Nova is a game changer. The faster drying, the better cleaning, the more options you have for cleaning and drying, the quieter performance, the convenience, and the all-in-one solution make this a premium upgrade. So yeah, sure, you're paying a premium price, but for audiophiles and record collectors and lovers, it's worth every penny. Plus, if you grab that HumminGuru I-Brush for those extra dirty records, man, I feel like you got an unbeatable combination, something you can just go tackle and restore your records. I think you're really gonna love the combo. For me, I have been using the Nova exclusively. It is sitting right next to the Mark I, the HD01, and I haven't touched it. I haven't touched the original. I just love this one so much more. It's so much more convenient, so much more quicker, more efficient. It's my go-to. Will I ever use the first one again? Yeah, I will. And when I want to do like massive cleaning operations and I have like 500 records I want to get clean through from a collection like I have now, I'll probably run them side by side. But for my daily, for my go-to, when I'm cleaning every new record and every used record I buy and cleaning it before I put it on my turntable, Nova all the way, man. You just can't beat it. I'm really, really happy for it. And it was well worth the price I paid. Could have bought a lot of records for $700, but I'm saving all my records with this. So that's why I feel that the Nova is such a great investment for vinyl collectors everywhere. I think it's something that should be on the top of your list if you're looking for ultrasonic cleaners, because quite frankly, I think this is probably the best cleaner in its price point. Now, I have maybe did not cover something that you wanted me to cover. If that is the case, hey, listen, I'm sorry. But I will do my best to answer your question if you go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Until then, I hope that you keep your records clean, enjoy your cup of coffee, and I'll see you on the next episode.